think I'm live. Tell you what, it's been a while since I've done a live stream, so I think I'm live. If anyone shows up, let me know if I'm a little... Actually, I'm going to test. You're going to hear me. I think I'm live. Hey. Tell you what. I guess I'm live. It's more about the desktop audio. I'm just worried that's a little loud. Well, let's see if anyone wants to come hang out. So the only issue I'm going to run into here while I'm going live is it is currently not working and my stupid camera is 1080p. I lost the cord to make it 4K, and so I'm in high definition at the moment. Not ideal, but that's fine. But anyway, what I was gonna say is that I'm potentially going to have to change over to Photoshop and not be able to see the stream that well. That's why I have a laptop open right here. That way I can kind of see. But it's because the window capture card isn't working correctly. You know, everything. When you watch streamers and everything goes well, it's a freaking miracle. Miracle. Anyway, let's see what happens. Ready? Oh yeah, you get to see all the behind the scenes stuff. And then if I switch to this, let's see how that looks. Oh, that's not what I want. Boop, 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 boop. I mean, I guess it's good. Oh, man. It's kind of late, though. I'm tired. But I have to get some of these pages done, so I have to let her. I'm going to plug my laptop in. Otherwise, it's going to die. And turn on my fan. Is that, it's a little too loud. If anyone joins and that's a little too loud, let me know. Let me know in the chat below. One of my McAfee's asking me if I want to do stuff, and I do not. Alright, so this is Saga of Stays by Roy Shtoyer. Pretty sweet new series we have coming out that I am extremely excited about. I've been working with Roy. I mean, this is all his art stuff, obviously. Like, this is a sneak peek at the cover of the prologue. It's pretty cool. I've just been kind of like making sure the layout fits, because before he had the lettering all the way at the top. So now I shrunk it in a little bit, put the BBC logo on there. Wink wink. Gotta have it. And we're going to do some lettering. These are sick pages, man. So you'll see, so we have some lettering already done, and I'm kind of just tweaking some things, making some corrections, and changing some of the punctuation, or just cleaning it up a little bit. So that's what you're going to be seeing. Okay. Okay. I'll try and keep an eye on the chat, but especially if anyone has any questions. And if anyone has an issue with anything I do, feel free to say it, as I am not by any means a quote-unquote professional letterer. Ooh, my PC's having a hard time live streaming and doing some high-res stuff, but that's fine. So it's little stuff like this. Yeah, we got a bit of a delay. Where he didn't really have a capital letter there. There we go. Yeah. One of the other things I'm thinking about doing is trying to mess around with I might change some of the words. Basically do a bit of editing while I letter. But like this is one of the examples, is he had a good down here, which isn't bad, I like it. Should have had a comma here. He didn't have a comma here, so we're just updating that. So it is done, my lord. If you see anything, hey, I'm no English teacher, so if you see anything, and I know a little bit about lettering, but if you see anything where I'm like, oh, that was a misinterpretation, or if I should have changed something, just always let me know. It's good, it's good. War. It is nothing but a spiral of cruelty and suffering for a man of ambition. I like it. I think it's fun. I like how he's got like a cauliflower ear here. Shows a little, maybe from his rough and tumble days. This bow right here was kind of more in the corner, like right up against this edge, so I kind of moved it in. Here I'm going to change a couple things actually. No, negative. You know what I should do, which I'm not doing? Man, I hate when that happens. When it lags and then it just drives me nuts. I did it again. Interesting. Well, I guess not. He had it a little lower, so I don't mind. Does anyone remember what's that movie? Bruce Almighty. B-E-A beautiful. Literally how I remember to spell beautiful. See, this is where I'm gonna. So I'm gonna fix all this right now and get it into text form because right now he has it all rasterized, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Just in case we want to edit things later. might tweak that. I'm not sure if I'm in love with that. Well, what the heck happened there? That's very interesting. That seems off, but that's fine. Well, you guys listen to royalty-free music. I'm gonna listen to my own music that is not allowed to be played. So this is where I'm not a huge fan of this, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this. I think I'm going to move this in a way to where it kind of like this corner, and then this right here. That way it reads, "What a beautiful day," a little bit of narration, her reaction, and then some description of it, for they know the true nature of things. I kind of like that. not mean to do that. Some people might be very upset by what I just did, but I'm doing it for my own sanity. I actually don't mind that. It crosses over and it hits. I was worried that would drop. I was worried that would drop weird, but it's fine. Not 100% sure. Why this is happening? I do, I do that so often. There you will meet your gods. There you will meet your gods. At the edge of this crag you will find a cave. There you will meet your gods. I like that better. But the bubble doesn't quite fit it, so we'll see. I wish I had someone listening right now. It's late, so I get it, but I really don't know if I should gain their favor and become a god is too redundant because we're saying it over and over again a bit. The gods and become a god. I kind of would rather have more of a descriptive here. Gain their favor and become undying, become all-powerful, become... every time. How do you spell that? Is that right? Undying? This is why I shouldn't be live. It's not bad. Don't worry, guys. There's a meaning behind my madness. Or a process, whatever I'm trying to say. Why do I have that spinning on? I don't get spinning on. I kind of like it. So this reads, I think it reads right, left to right. So we got boom, just a little lower than this, but because it's left to right, I'm not worried about it. So boom, 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 boom. I think we're good. Not sure. Next page. The only issue with this font is it makes it harder to do these emphases. As I'm typing, I'm just kind of like double checking if I like it or not. Wait, do I still have it on? Yes, I do. That's why I feel like an idiot. Yeah. Thought so. I like his facial expressions, man. Roy, it's good. While you guys are listening to lo-fi, I'm listening to a metal version of Fireflies by Owl City, so sorry you guys are stuck with what you're stuck with. Once again, if anyone sees anything on here that like they think's a little off with the verbiage, like this dip right here, I'm not a huge fan of, but it is how Roy laid out the panels. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I could drop this down here in between in this like empty space, but I'm not a big fan of that either. Get out of here, get out of here. Yeah, I like how this sounds. I'm keeping the font size consistent, and Roy had a couple areas where he kind of shrunk it in and stuff without it being like a whisper or something that would require that. So I'm now might need to mess around. Okay, well, guess that's the layer I'm working on. Oh, well. I don't know why I'm working on the same layer as well. It's not the smartest thing to do. Not a fan of that. That's fine. Leave it for now. mind made for nothing but bloodshed feels no fear in the face of chaos. Chaos is okay, but I don't necessarily know if that describes this current situation. So that's... I see we got some people watching on Twitter. I don't know how the comments come through with here, because I'm on a... Crap, what's it called? Don't worry. Streamlabs. Last time I used Streamlabs was back in my Halo streaming days. 16-year-old me or something. I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. But it still breathes, so I didn't punctuate that. And no one told me anything. Tragedy has been averted. It's a little too snug in this bubble, but I already told Roy what I'm doing is I'm kind of going over his work. I don't, doesn't need a ton of work, just needs a little extra tweaking, but stuff like that I might once I go back to him, I'll kind of, we're going to talk about, do you like this way I'm wording this way, the way I've moved this bubble here. As long as he likes everything, then we'll do some final touches. This page is done. From light into darkness. I'm gonna go get my ice pack. Okay? Alright, chat, you're in charge. This is because, in case you don't know, I have 3 herniated discs. And, a lot of back pain. But, this is fun. So I'll put up with it for you guys, don't worry. And I have a standing desk, so get ready to come down with me. Get a little more comfy. Anyway, I think I said this. I'm not really sure how Twitter live stream works, but if you want to go over to YouTube, I can see your comments better. Telling me how dumb I am or the punctuation issue. I might not have to do anything on this page. Oh gosh. From light to darkness, past the dusty and dried up corpses of past pilgrims. The stuffy stink of ancient caves, the cold darkness, and nothing else. The ancient ruins seem empty and bare. Oh, I I do, right here. Okay. Not it. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do right there. Good job, Photoshop. Stop being stupid, please. I know it's not my fault. Ah. Just an empty. Just an empty. Anyone else do that? Hold on, I gotta type in some naughty language. Hold on. Shield your eyes. That apostrophe seems high. I wonder if it's stuff like that is why he changed. I bet it is. I don't think that messed with anything, but gosh, get out of here anyway. I'll tell you what, there's been like a handful of updates that have come out from Photoshop or Adobe that I am not a huge fan of, and I'm sure there's a way to. Yeah, see, I don't like that. You need to be lower, my friend, and I don't know how to do that without reasterizing. It's not bad. I'll leave it for now. Now, he does have areas where he's using ellipses and apostrophe, or I guess it's fine. Alright, and done. Look at that. Another page in the books. Easy peasy. Here's where we meet our boy, man. Look at hawking. I am hawking. Why is that so freaking large? Did I make that large earlier? Why you be like that, man? And then, okay, whatever. Interesting. I will just mess around with that. How about that? So one of the fun things of working with someone else's stuff is I have to make a big guess on what letter's what. It wasn't great right there. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, I was way off. Better? I think I constantly set this like 18. At least that's semi-consistent. Actually, I see how that curved in. I kind of rather have that curved in over there. It looks weird. Maybe a little better. I am hawking. I feel like that should be an exclamation point. It's just like a nice big yell. This isn't still being... no, okay. What do you guys think about this one? This one worries me a bit. It's not... Sorry if I keep hitting the mic. It's all on one layer. Let's see what that does. It's ugly. Right here, at least, is ugly. I can move it up maybe a bit. Show yourselves. 2 exclamation points. Oh, he's getting a little rowdy. Son of you know what? I wish there was a way for me to like have my active playlist showing for you guys so you can see what it is, because it's definitely not whatever you're listening to. Right now, some Cartel. So I wasn't planning on changing it. I was planning on just changing the white, because everything else is kind of, I like it, but I think I'm gonna be changing this, and the main reason is because he says welcome later. This is an off panel, and I think I would rather have a slightly more ominous or creepy. Also, I don't know, I don't like redundancy when it comes to lines of speech. If like I say, like if I say the same word in like one sentence and then subsequent sentence, drives me nuts. Probably my autism or my OCD or something. So I tend to not do that unless it's absolutely imperative, or you know, it's needed. So instead of hello, let's go with a whoops-a-daisy. Let's go with a hello. That needs to be a little bigger, apparently. So we'll get rid of hello. Hello. It's not like the old gods are British, like every single TV show ever. From the ancient gloom emerges something boy-shaped. I like how he did these, man. I'm really excited about this series, guys. I think it's going to be fun. So I don't even know a ton about it yet. I know a little bit about it. But even Roy's keeping it kind of a hush-hush from me, the publisher. And even right now, potentially the... so, I'm probably going to... I said, I haven't lettered before, but I think if we land on a nice style, then I would be interested in lettering this comic. Mainly because he's wanting to push through the art as fast as he can. Now, I told him not to rush, which is, you know, don't rush. That's what I say that's a Gabriel, all my artists. But it's his project, so he can rush if he wants. Try and get as much done as possible. But if there's a way to where I could, like, basically just follow behind him, that way he doesn't have to worry about lettering. We could have, like, weekly meetings and just double check that everything's A-okay. We can get the series out faster. Doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. So some of this is a little not perfect, I admit. We're getting a little too close to the edges there. And that's stuff I'll talk to Roy about later. See, like, so previous page. Whoops. Welcome, ... And then right here, we welcome you, dear Harkin. It bugs me to hear welcome twice in a row. Even though it's not necessarily... It's okay. Like, it's not like a big issue here. But if I can tap hello with the creepy boy-shaped face at the bottom. I'd rather lean into that horror aspect and just the creepiness. We welcome you, dear Harkin, and we wait with eager anticipation to hear your prayers. But if you know your gods, you must know nothing is given without a toll taken. See that? We need a... innocence. I like that face, it's good. Oh, I forgot I did something naughty. I did something very not good here. There we go. I flattened the image earlier to make the thumbnail for this page, or for this live stream. Almost forgot to undo that. I'm just going to focus on Harkin at the moment. I know my gods well. The other funny thing is if I could have it show up what I'm listening to, you guys would have whiplash. So right now I'm listening to... I don't know if you guys see that. What show? Secondhand Serenade, Stranger. That's my high school stuff right there, man. Keep bumping in the mic. Let's shift that A up a bit, shall we? If you catch my drift. Let's shift the A up a bit. I know my gods well and brought a proper offering. Okay. Innocence. Not quite spelled that way. Revisions are needed. Innocence. Now, when you work with fonts that are not exactly common, you start questioning how things are spelled. %, sure. I'm not even gonna check that. If I'm wrong, tell me, okay? That'd be the easiest way to handle this. Such a thoughtful offering. Hold on. Yeah, I thought so. Thoughtful's 1L. And this is one of those things where like I want to lean into some of the creepiness. So like we shall inspect it closely doesn't really, I don't know. Makes me wonder if maybe I should change that to like, let's take a closer look. Something like that, you know? Let's take a closer look. Shall we? You know what I mean? I don't know. Let's do that. I'm gonna do it. Offering. See, that's another thing though. Like, if we use offering earlier, it bugs me to use offering again, even if it's a different person, and brought a proper offering. Such a thoughtful gift. Sacrifice, maybe? Such a thoughtful sacrifice. I'm gonna put sacrifice. Pretty much the same size. What do you guys think of that? Such a thoughtful sacrifice. Sacrifice, I don't like it. Just immediately change my mind on that one. Gift? Such a thoughtful gift. Let's take a closer look, shall we? I like it more than we shall take a closer look. Got a bit of a inconsistency though between these two bubbles. Oh, hey, Matthew. How's it going, man? Matthew's checking in. Yes, late night lettering. And the reason for late night lettering is because I told Roy I would have this done like a week ago. So the night before Easter, and all through the house, I'm lettering. What do you think? What do you think of this guy's stuff? Pretty cool, right? Like some of these pages are wild. They're cool. Panels specifically. And also give me a little feedback on if I'm in the right zone with some of my changes. Your offering is graciously accepted, dear Harkin. Now reveal to us your prayers. Tell us what you want. What do you want? Oh, that's what I want to change this to desire. What do you desire? And the main reason for that is I'm kind of Harkin's going a little evil, more evil. He's already pretty evil. But I was gonna change this to what do you desire? And then I want to do what I desire. And then instead of I want, this is once again my pet peeve of the same word. I kind of want to build on his craziness and be like, I crave power. I need fire and blood. I desire. Maybe the desire is where we tie in what I desire. I crave power. I need fire and blood. The world must fear my name. I like that. You know what I mean? Alright, that's what we're doing. Unless anyone has any exceptions or reasons not to. Alright, he wouldn't do that. feel like I'm missing something. Am I missing a layer? I am missing a layer. These aren't even labeled. Ah. Let's bold this bad boy. Oh, he has a grave. You know what I mean? Something fun. The world. What did I just say? I said it a little bit ago. I need to rewind the tape. Rewind the tape. What did I just say? Sorry. For the world to fear my name. For the world to fear my name. Oh, well, duh. Like, why doesn't this fit? Because I'm a dum-dum. I'm a dum-dum. I want to butcher. Shit. R word. He's not a very nice guy. Let me know what you guys think. I feel like this breaks up the... Because I personally don't like the idea of I want. Not only is it just selfish, obviously. It's just, you know, it's kind of rude. But I feel like this will make it a little... What do you desire? What I desire? I crave power. I need fire and blood. For the world to fear my name. I want to butcher and polish. Yeah, I like that. I like it. I like it. I don't want to mess with the raw ones, so I'm gonna... Let's take a closer look, shall we? Does anyone else act out their lettering or writing, especially writers? Whenever I'm writing, I'll be over here mumbling to myself. I want to rape. Sorry, you can't say that. But I'm the bad guy, you know? He wants to do these things. He's a bad guy. My wife walks by and I'm just like whispers something out of a horror movie. I had that conversation with my wife the other day. I was like, "Don't look at my my search history." She's like, "Why?" I was like, "I've been looking up the occult and Nazis and, you know, history of certain murders for different things I want to write." I'm like, just don't look at my search history, okay? Don't be concerned. Oh boy, that's hard, guys. I also like a specific naming convention for files. So like right here, I would technically have just named this P_2. That's another thing about me that's kind of OCD. Well, whoops. I'll tell you what, I can't wait to get this thing like fully done and printed. This thing's gonna be sick. He didn't say how many pages he wanted, but I'm assuming he said it. I think his plan is gonna be like a graphic novel, so it's gonna be a big boy. It's gonna be sweet, man. Alright. I believe everything's saved. I'm done for tonight. I think I got 7 more pages to... Seven more pages on the Saga of Stays prologue. Until then, maybe I'll do another one of these. Maybe not so late. Alright, 12:30. I think that's good. Oh, it took me an hour and a half to do 7 pages of lettering. It's also a little laggy, unfortunately. Oh well. Alright, that was fun. I think everyone's gone to bed, and I think that's my time to go to bed too. So everybody, goodbye, good night, good night. I'm freaking tired. Happy Easter, everybody. Until next time. Oh, come to the Comic-Con if anyone's still watching. Next Saturday. It's going to be fun. Super excited. Alright. Peace out, guys.